We take the old one off. Of course, we'll unplug it. We need to remove this. Oh, look at that, it's open. I put that in too. And tear this out. Got all that tape off and the pieces removed. And it looks like this is a little bit over 6 inches deep, which means on the new unit I could either use 10x3 rectangular or the 6-inch round. I think I may go with the round one and then get an adapter from the 10x3 down to 6-inch round. Why am I thinking of switching? Because this is what I had in there. It's hard to get around the back of this to tape it. Of course, this 90-degree goes in the top, and that was hard to get around to tape. And if I'm going to recall, I had to put it up and then tape it. I'm not sure why. Oh, this has a bend, so that has to tape onto here. I think I can find a 90-degree that goes to 6-inch round all in one piece. And that way I just have to get something round, 6-inch round, to go down to the vent hood. I'm going to go check out, see if I can find that part. Got the old one out, ready to put the new one in. Looks like the same holes on the top of this. So we have a design change. We're not going to use the circular one because this rectangular hole, we'd have to come out and cut some more, and it may make this area too thin in terms of the depth here. Even though I wanted to go with the round one, but looks like we're going to go with the square one again, rectangular. Then I don't have to clean up all that wood anyway. So this just unscrews. The last screw in. All right, pops out. We have one open hole here, and we have one in the back too. Yeah. With that circular vent came out, there's still a hole up here. We'll just fill that in. I put a cloth over the stovetop, then a piece of something that won't slip, and then I'm going to take this and use it as a brace for the unit, and this piece of wood, it's all I have to use as a brace on this side to hold it up till I can push it the last 1/4 inch and screw it in. All right, let's lift this up a little bit. Okay, get that spacer, the lifter. Put the other end up first, put the cloth on it. Put that swap ends. No, use the towel. The little towel I have there. Push it up in the corner where your hand, inside where your hand is. Right there, move your fingers. Okay. All right, I think I'll hold it there. Don't just hold it, balance it mostly. I'm going to put a screw in your side first. Okay, push it back. Push this up. Get one in the back now. You can see I put a wood screw, a big washer, another wood screw, a big washer. Got one up here, and I have to add one in that hole. All right, I think we have it this time. Got them in there. Screw 2 screws, unscrew 2 screws. I put one more here and one up top here. It's in there. That took some messing around to make sure the gaps on their side were approximately the same. I think we did a really good job. Ended up using a sticky pad to space it. There's just not enough room for me to do anything with these types of adapters. It's not sized for this. Even if I get one of these in, like this here, it's not going to fit unless I switch to that circular, cut this wood out. But these aren't fitting snugly into this hole. There's big gaps around here. Went full circle on this, ended up getting a piece of this L-shaped material, connected it, measured it a couple inches longer than the previous one, so it'll fit all the way down. The lady said, meaning my lady, that the vent that's in the damper that's on top of the range hood is good enough. And she didn't want all kind of bulky stuff up here, and she wants that wood covered, so I'm just going to go back to the crooked way. One other quick update. When this flap would open, it wouldn't fall down. It would compact vertical in this direction and stay up. So I just got this foil tape and put a little black washer so it can't open all the way. It'll fall down all the time. There you go. It's in place. I need to tape this up and get tape underneath here, which is a little difficult. You can see it's not perfectly straight. It's higher on one side, but I can still tape that down. And it's on the inside everywhere else. I have an incense stick I'm going to use to test this. I want to make sure you can see the sucking air and smoke in. Let me do a field test. I think we're good to go. Good to do motion sense. You have to put your hand in front of it pretty quickly. Speed 1, 2, 3, and off. You can turn the light on and off. When the light is on, you hold it, it just dims it. You want a dimmer light. So that way it starts high, goes lower. There's a timer on here. You have the fan on, you can hit timer. I don't know how to change the time on here. At 3 minutes. We can control this with the remote control. There's the power button. And you can turn the fan on with the plus sign. Plus. Off, you can hit the minus sign, start higher, go lower. This one will increment also, this little curved. or you can go all the way to high with this one. You have it on, for instance, 1. You can also set a timer, hit the timer button. You can set it 1, 3, 6, or 9 minutes. I don't know how to change the time by just hitting this panel up here. You have the light button also. It's just on or off. And power off.